Hey guys, this may be a little different, but it's been on my heart for a while to do something to kind of reach out to other people. I know with the pandemic going on right now, and there's people that are susceptible to coronavirus, people that have it, people that just don't want to go out right now. A lot of people do seem like they could use a little more interaction. So what I've decided to do, that's been on my heart for a while, is to make these videos where I can just have a meal with a friend. That friend is you. Sometimes I'll have someone sitting with me so the three of us can talk, but right now I just wanted to be open. I'm going to have some conversation, tell you what's going on with my life, tell you what I'm having, you tell me what you're having. I'll give you some pauses so I'm not talking the entire time. Probably shaking a little bit. I'm on the table. I'm not used to having a moving table. We'll have to get used to that. But I just wanted to do something to reach out to the people virtually. Some people don't want to go out in public yet. Some people do think it's still not safe, and I understand why you're feeling that way. So right now I'm just going to have a meal with you. I'm going to try to do this probably at least once a week, and we're just going to have some one-on-one time so you have someone to talk to. If it may not be you that's needing this, it could be an elderly friend, it could be someone who has already had coronavirus, has it right now, and just needs some interaction. If you know someone who needs this, please share this video with them so that way we can just get out there, and it's not so much promoting myself, it's promoting your health and their health. So let's get into this. I actually wanted my first video to be one of my favorite breakfasts. My favorite breakfast of all time is biscuits and gravy. I know there's a lot of people who have different things. Biscuits and gravy is the right answer. Biscuits and gravy is the best breakfast, best lunch, best dinner, whatever you want to say. But fast food, something easy to grab, I really enjoy the breakfast Baconator. When you get a combo, download the app for Wendy's. This is from Wendy's. Usually you get like offers. So most of the time you get a $2 off a combo. So I got a drink, I got some seasoned fries, and the breakfast Baconator, which is a sausage burger patty with cheese and egg and bacon. And it says it's a hollandaise sauce. I've had hollandaise sauce. It tastes a little different to me than hollandaise sauce. So if you're not a fan of it, don't judge it because of the sauce. I really like the sauce, and I'm not a fan of hollandaise sauce. But we've got, the potatoes are actually pretty good. I got a Sprite. This is the sandwich right here. So what are you having? I'll let you answer while I try one of my potatoes. Sometimes I'm going to have breakfast. I'm not really a big breakfast eater. Occasionally I'll have a bowl of cereal. If sausage, biscuits, and gravy is made, I'll definitely have that. I have pancakes now and then, but most of the time I know breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but I usually tend to skip it. So most of the time I'm probably going to have a lunch item. Here goes the first bite. The first one's always, I don't know what's better. What's better, the first bite or the last bite? I know my wife specifically, well, yeah, I definitely know her, but there's more coming with this. I know my wife specifically saves the best stuff for the last bite. Like if she's eating, what's her favorite? Velveeta macaroni and cheese is one of her favorite things. So if she has like 3 things on her plate, 9 times out of 10, a bite of Velveeta macaroni and cheese is going to be the last thing she eats. So I guess it's good to end with a great bite. That way you have something in your head. Let's go. It's pretty good. I was just looking at my receipt. So the breakfast Baconator combo, at least here in Florida, not by Orlando. I know things get spiked up out there by Disney. It was $5.99. for a small Sprite, small seasoned potatoes, and the breakfast Baconator as the combo. At $2 off using the app. So it's only $4.29. That's pretty good. Got a message. Edwin. I'm in the process of ordering a case of Bibles for the church. The church I go to, one of the main things we say that it's okay to steal from the church. The only thing to steal is a Bible, though. Just make sure it's one of the black ones that nobody else owns. We've said that for so long. Last night I was doing middle school ministry, and we could only find 8 Bibles. So I told one of the elders at the church that I'll look into ordering some, and I found a case. Let me answer him real quick. Yes, sir. He said, "Are they hardcover?" So we'll see about ordering those later today. Bibles are good. I know a lot of people aren't really excited about religion, and I can understand that. There's a lot of people who misuse a lot of the religion, and I do apologize for, I guess I'll say I apologize for the Christians who are looking down on people and condemning people. We are called to judge those inside the church, according to 1 Corinthians, but it's never supposed to be a condemning judgment. It's supposed to be a judgment that is looking to build someone else up. And I know that's not the judgment that a lot of Christians have in this world, and I know I've been guilty of that in the past, but anytime I'm seeing myself look at someone else, whether it's in the grocery store or whether I'm sitting at the bar having a drink with my wife, when I start to judge someone in my head, I think to myself, am I condemning or am I trying to help? And I like to think most of the time I'm leaning towards the help thing, but that's something that a lot of people have wrong. So that does give religion and Christianity a bad taste in society. So I do apologize for the people like myself in the past who've done that. So what's going on with you this week? Very cool. By the way, if at any point I interrupt you, I do apologize. So make sure if I start talking, just pause me, continue saying what you need to say. If you do need some real interaction, I'm going to post my phone number in the bottom. So click on the little expand thing on the bottom of the Facebook title, and you'll have my phone number in there. So feel free to text me, call me if you actually need someone to talk to. Instead of just doing this, I'll still do this, but I'll be able to talk to you. Like I said, if I talk over you, just pause me, keep going, start me when you're ready. This week I'm kind of excited because I guess technically I can say I've been accepted as a employee at Best Buy. For those of you that know me, my lifelong employment has been teaching Taekwondo, mainly to kids. But my wife and myself would go to daycares like Early Learning Center, Kids Are Kids, Montessori's, go to the daycares, teach the kids, and go home. Little overhead, but so there's lower pricing we're able to give, and we're able to get to the kids instead of adding something to the parents' schedule where they've got to take the kids to us at the end of the day. Downside is with COVID, we're understandably not able to go into a lot of the daycares. Normally, right now it's March, my wife and I would have 11 to 12 programs, and right now because of COVID we've got 2. So we took a pretty decent hit with this. Luckily, we're still able to do it. We've got, I guess technically we've got three. We've got one that we're running out of our church. I'm able to go to one daycare, and we're able to somewhat do it on Zoom. I know being a physical activity, it's kind of hard to do on Zoom. Some of the kids have troubles knowing their lefts and rights, and when you have a pattern that they have to learn a certain set of moves, it's hard to say, all right, go to your left, and I can't tell them that's not your left if their parent's not in the room, because some of the kids even have their screens mirrored. So some of the kids are going in the left direction, but to me it looks right. So it's hard to correct some of them like that. But either way, just to make up for some of the loss at this point in time, I am technically an employee of Best Buy. I got accepted yesterday, assuming I pass a background check. I'm not really worried about that. I'm a pretty okay guy. If you go with the earthly standards, biblical standards, well, no biblical standards. I've been saved. I've got the Spirit of God in me. So I'm even better biblically than I am here. I'm not tooting my own horn. That kind of sounded a little wrong, but if you know, you know. If you don't, message me and we'll talk about it. So hopefully this week I should have a past background check, and I'll start working at Best Buy too. So I'm looking forward to that. You'll notice I keep moving back because I sit with my elbows on the table and I keep seeing the phone shake, and I don't want anybody to get like motion sickness watching the phone. So I guess forearms is okay, but my elbows on the table seems to shake a little bit more. What else is happening? Right now I'm excited for my mom. My mom is down every year. She goes with some of our family down to an area called Pine Island, and she goes fishing for about 2 weeks. This is her second week down there now. She's excited. She likes doing that. I'm not the biggest fan of fishing. I do feel kind of bad for not being able to go down there more often. I was able to go down 2 weekends ago for a day. 2 or 3 weekends ago. We were able to go down there for one day. And then we came back and did work, and then Mom went the following week. So I guess 3 weekends ago. Maybe 2. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of fishing. I really want to get to know that side of my family a little bit more. But that's probably the fishing most people would want to do. They go out on a boat, go out in the Gulf of Mexico, sometimes close to the shore, sometimes way out, and usually catch whiting, sheephead, and Spanish mackerel. But like my idea of fishing, I would love to find, I think, a river / stream more than a lake, but either would work, and just have a tree close enough to it that I'll just throw the line out there, relax on the tree, and it wouldn't upset me if I never pull the line in. Just sit there and relax. It's weird. I've been in Florida since I was 7. You'd figure that I've acclimated yet, but I cannot stand the Florida heat, and I know being out on a boat, there's little to no shade, and it'd be for hours. So I want to do it in one sense. In another sense, I don't want to do it. I know it makes her happy to do it, so I need to go out there more often. Like I said, for this first video, we're just getting to know each other a little bit, and I'm just letting you know what's going on in my life. This could be going to one of my friends that I already know personally could be going to somebody that I don't know at all. So I'm trying to put a little bit of my background into it so they can meet me. I also don't know if you're sitting down for breakfast before you go to work, if you've got like 20 minutes, half an hour for a break at work. I don't know when this is being watched, so I'll listen to you for a little bit. Have some more potatoes. You got anything cool happening? So this part's going to be for the people who really don't know me a whole lot. I'm assuming this video is going to go to mostly the people that I already know. If you don't know me, this part's for you. If you kind of know me, this part's for you. If you know me, it's for you too, I guess. Just give a little background. I was talking earlier that most of my professional life has been devoted to Taekwondo. I started Taekwondo in 2001, and I started teaching. I was an assistant, obviously, but I started assisting teaching in 2003. I was teaching ever since then. That was my first main job, to the point where like my payment was $50 a month. This was as a 15-year-old or so. $50 a month and free tuition. So, I mean, it worked out okay for me. But, so since then, I taught for, technically I've been a part of, that was one, then it got bought by a new owner, then it got bought by a new owner, then I started working for someone else, and then I started working for myself. So technically 4 schools and then myself. I started teaching for myself in 2013, I believe. Yeah, sounds about right. 2013. My wife and myself call the business Kickin' Kids Martial Arts. So, like I said, our main thing is going to the daycares. So we've got 3 Montessoris, a Montessori Kids Universe, 2 Kids Are Kids, 2 Fishhawk Early Learning Centers, a Goddard out at the chapel, and then we had another program that was run out of a clubhouse that didn't really seem like it was pulling in a whole lot of people before COVID. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make it back to the clubhouse, just because a lot of the people that were there are liking the new locations, the new chapel location, and Zoom more. So we'll have to see about finding another place once COVID calms down a little bit. But we spend time going to the places, so that way the parents don't have to take extra time out of their schedule to run around and do everything after they're off work. That's one. And 2, we don't have a set place in a plaza. That way we don't have $1,000 worth of rent every month, so we can keep our prices lower. So that way we can we can be able to have the students of the parents who couldn't afford some of these schools who are like $100, $200 a month. So we're able to keep it a little bit lower just by going to them. Yeah, it limits. We don't have as many people who can just walk in and sign up. But I'd rather take a little bit less money and be able to help those who need the extra help instead of taking a little bit more money and just catering to everybody. So I guess if you're interested, I'll post Kickin' Kids Martial Arts. We've got a free website. We're doing everything we can to cut back the prices. So we've got kickinkidsmartialarts.weebly.com. So I'll post that down there too if you want to check it out. And we've got a Facebook. Feel free to share that, like it, whatever you want to do. But like all my life's been devoted to kids, whether it's through Taekwondo or for a while I was the children's director at our local church. I enjoy kids. They're a lot easier to talk to than some adults. Like, I know I was telling someone the other day that I had about a 20-minute conversation with a 5-year-old about what color she's going to paint her nails. So I just enjoy talking to them. They're honest. They think about a lot of stuff, but they don't hold it back and think to themselves. They say what's on their mind, and I enjoy the honesty in the kids like that. I know a lot of adults can't do that. I know I'm one of them that I'll think something and it goes through my filter a couple times, and I'm like, no, maybe I shouldn't say that. But kids are just real. I'm about done with my meal. Honestly, you guys are probably helping me because I've been told for the longest time I need to slow down on my eating. So actually having a conversation makes me slow down. Normally this meal would have been gone in like 2, maybe 3 minutes. So I'm kind of excited. I don't remember what it's called, but usually like right here, right where the solar plexus is, if I eat a decent meal fast, I actually feel it bulge only right here. Like my stomach doesn't do it, just right here in the middle. And we had an exam done one time where I found out that just past, I don't know a lot of the internal stuff, but I guess just past my throat, my stomach is actually going inside it just a little bit. So it kind of slows down my food. It all goes, stops, squeezes, goes. So I've got a little spot here where it's harder to get through sometimes. So doing this, you and me, is actually helpful for me. So thanks for doing this. Sorry, my wife keeps messaging me. That's why I keep looking at this. I'll answer you soon. I promise. I'm not ignoring you. Well, I guess I'm ignoring you, but let me look real quick, see if it was something super important. Her message. Please send me a gift on Pokemon Go. I love you. I will. I actually tried to yesterday, but you did not accept my gift, so I couldn't. If you like Pokemon Go, I'll also put that in there. So I gotta remember, what am I putting in the bottom? My phone number for us to talk. Kickin' Kids Facebook. And my Pokemon Go information. Okay, 3 things I gotta remember. Like I said, I'm not sure when you're watching this, so I decided to try to keep this between like 20 and 30 minutes. That way, if it's just your lunch break at work. I know my lunch break used to be half an hour. So I'm going to try to limit it so we can have that time. Wow, that's a big fry. He's kind of thick. He's a thick boy. I never thought about dipping these in ketchup. Sometimes I think if it needs sauce, it's not that good. Like, I always hear that about steak. I'm a big fan of Heinz 57, but I hear if you need sauce, it's not that great. So I guess if I've never needed sauce for this, it's good enough. I guess that's another thing. I just realized why I eat so fast is because things usually aren't as great when they get cold. This is still good, but it's not great. Last bite. Cheers. All right, well, it was real fun having a meal with you. I look forward to doing it again soon. I do want you to have a great rest of the day. Feel free to watch this as many times as you want. Like I said, I'm going to try to do at least one a week. And I will see you next time. Have a great day. I love you.